A question that people commonly ask us is, how did we know that something was wrong? Catalina was like any other active 2-year-old. She loved playing with her sister Emily, singing and dancing, and going to the beach. Then, in the beginning of 2023, she was getting reoccurring ear infections and some occasional belly pain. Then, we started to notice that she was getting a little pale. We didn't think it was anything serious at the time. We thought maybe she just needed to go outside more and get some sun, or maybe she just needed more iron in her diet. However, the symptoms did not go away. Although she was getting treatment for her ear infections, we still had a feeling that there was something more there. On February 5th, it's a day that changed our lives forever. We took Catalina to the ER at Advent Health for Children's in Orlando. There, she was seen quickly and had blood work done. When the results came back, it showed that she was severely low in her white blood cell counts and hemoglobin levels. She was admitted to get blood transfusions to help increase those blood counts. Later that evening, the doctor came into our room and explained to us that the cause could be viral or it could be cancer, and that more tests were needed to confirm. We were shocked. Cancer was not even a possibility in our minds. So we thought that there must be a virus because our baby can't have cancer.
I stayed up all night praying and worrying. And I prayed to God that He would perform this big miracle and would heal Catalina. The next day she kept on getting blood transfusions throughout the day, and we were waiting to hear the final results from the blood test. Then the doctor came in and told Cindy and I one of the most gut-wrenching news that a parent could hear. Your child has cancer. And we were devastated. I mean, at that moment, nothing else mattered. And I was still in a state of shock, and a huge wave of emotions just clouded my thinking. And as the doctor finished speaking with us, I turned to Catalina and I started to cry. And I just told her, I'm sorry. I wish I could take it all away. And then I looked at Cindy's face of deep sorrow and pain, and I felt like daggers piercing through my heart. Catalina grabbed my face and she said, I love you. It's going to be okay, I promise. At the time, the fog didn't allow me to process the good news in all of this, and the type of cancer that Catalina was diagnosed with is B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which has a high survival rate. That night I spoke to my cousin Gary and I told him that I've been praying for this big miracle. And he said, while you're looking for the big miracle, don't forget to look for the little miracles. I believe these words were sent by God, and this completely changed my outlook and perspective. I've been so focused on a big miracle that I missed out on the things God had been doing for us all along. And in my prayers that night, God told me that Catalina was going to be okay. And He didn't promise me that He was going to perform a big miracle like I wanted, but He gave me peace to know that He was going to take care of us and be with us through it all.
The nurse that was caring for Catalina had heard a sermon about miracles that morning. She said to keep our faith and that God would be there for us. She even wrote the name of the sermon on a sticky note, and we kept it up on the patient board as a reminder. As of September of 2023, Catalina is still going through treatment. For her type of cancer, it is about a 2.5-year process. Throughout this time, we have seen many small and big miracles. For example, she was diagnosed early and started treatment quickly. She has an amazing care team at Advent Health. We have received a lot of support from family and friends and many prayers around the world, which we are so grateful for. Even through the toughest of time, Catalina has kept a smile on her face and her spirits are up. She's handling the chemo treatment well and is getting rid of the cancer. She's a very strong girl.
Many people have asked us how they can help. And although Catalina doesn't have any acute needs right now, there are many in our community that do. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and there's a few things that you can do to help children and families that are struggling with cancer. 1, consider making a blood or platelet donation in your community. Children with cancer, like Catalina, will need both of these life-saving products many times throughout their treatment. If you're here in Central Florida, you can donate to one of the donation centers or blood buses through Advent Health or One Blood. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can also consider making a donation to the Advent Health for Children's Foundation. A donation to the Pediatric Oncology Program supports things like clinical research and helps provide access to treatment for children with cancer. I will also leave a link to the donation page in the description below.
Lastly, you can pray, not just for Catalina, but for all the children and families that are suffering together to get through cancer. Thank you for your support, and may God bless you. I say, may God bless you.
May God
Say?
bless you.
You say, may God bless you?